Back for part two. So the weather last night was a bit milder than it has been the last week. Temperature was 6 degrees when I got up at 6:30 this morning. Yeah, I reckon it only got to like 4 or 5 during the night. And I was expecting yesterday for the CT1 to have done better. But so this is the 6mm lot, and it hasn't quite cured. You can feel it still a bit squidgy in the middle, but round the edges it's hard, and it's exactly the same for the CT1. Squidgy in the middle, hard round the edge. But there's the big differences when we go to the 3mm thickness. It's hard round the edge and it's hard in the middle. So kind of little bit squidgy, but definitely harder. So I think the trick is not to go over the top. More isn't always better. The 3mm is definitely dried, cured, way better than 6mm. And to be honest, they both feel the same. Interesting. A lot of you recommended using other sealants. If you pop them down in the comments at the bottom, all the ones that you guys use, maybe I'll do a bigger test one day, see which one is the best, as long as there isn't like 15-20 of them. If there's 5 or 6, I don't mind buying the tubes and doing the test. Interesting. Don't know if you can hear it in the background. We've got some water running. Turned the filters on earlier on, all good in there. I'm not going to do a video today on that because I'm a bit rushed for time. I left this Celotex box on for 3 days, 72 hours with that little heater, and then I managed to get hold of a 1 kilowatt fan heater, so I thought I'll put that in there. I only put that in for 5 or 6 hours. It was too hot, to be honest. I thought with it being a fan heater, it will blow the air around, because that little heater, the air, it was like stagnant air in there. It was hot, but I thought with a fan heater it would blow it around a bit. But it was too hot. The glass was getting hot, and I was like, oh, worrying a bit. So anyway, I marked with a bit of tape yesterday, and 24 hours later it was in exactly the same place. So I think we're good. I think like that test over there, it just cures from the edge in, and the thinner you have it, I haven't gone over the top. So I think I'll be good. I put the front plate on the skimmer, and I used CT1. Maybe that suggests who won the competition. I'm happy to use CT1 over the gold label. It's £5 cheaper. Does the job just as good, I think. So I put the front cover on, CT1'd it, and then I was trying around here to get. It comes with a connector that screws in there, with like a stepped hose tail connector, but I couldn't get the hose to go on, and it looked terrible. So what I've done here is I drilled a hole. I drilled the hose tail connector out and put in a 1.5" bulkhead fitting, which will allow me to solvent weld a 90 in there. So I'll come out with a 90 around, and then I've ordered a non-return valve and an isolation valve. I'll put the isolation valve first, another double union valve, and then a non-return valve here. I don't know what I'm going to connect to this yet. That'll be another video. I'm still umming and ahhing about what to connect to it. As soon as that valve comes, I can stick the valve on, close it, and get the pond filled up the rest of the way. So far so good. I'd love to go and show you in there quickly, but save that for another video. I'm away for the day, so tomorrow, so a bit of time. But it's working and there's no leaks. I've got another question as well. My neighbour's got a pond. Go and have a quick look now. My neighbour's got a pond, and he approached me yesterday and said he's going to close it down. He's got one koi in there that he claims to be Japanese koi, but I don't know much about them, so I was just wondering if anybody could ID this fish. He said I could have it if I wanted it, but anybody know what it is? And what are the... I don't know, I haven't got to the point yet where I haven't researched about fish. I know I've got to wait till the temperature rises. A load of blanket weed in there, he's just gone under. It's a shame, my neighbour's 70 and I always chat to him about his pond. He kind of got me into it really. But he's got a leak in his filter and he's just had enough. Yeah. Anybody know what that is? Well, I'll show you in there in a few days' time. I'll do a big video getting the media in and stuff. Definitely need to put some sort of support under there. I put a support across there, temporary. It's a bit droopy there. But at some point I'm going to put something all the way across, a massive piece of timber or some steel or something like that. Probably going to need a float valve as well, a float switch I mean. Hate the look of them in the pond, but got to think of the welfare of the fish, haven't you? Last thing I want is to come home and see them in belly up in 2 inches of water. I was searching online, I could only find like bright blue float valves. I've got to look a bit longer and see if I can find a black one. Right, that's it for today. Sorry it's a bit rush. See you later.